Guys, what's up? This is Airplane 560, and this is Season 2, Episode 2 of my Let's Play on the DW20 server. So let's hop right into it. Yeah, last time I was showing you guys a little bit of spawn. Now, a few things have changed since you've last seen it. For one, we've moved our smeltery that was in the basement of this shop over here. We now put it over here, and yeah, it's all set up. I think we were making some iron earlier, but they've been it's been used up. So yeah, that's that. Down there, as you can see, we have a really nice boardwalk set up. Let's actually go down there so I can show you what that's all about. Got this path down to the boardwalk, and here is Carl's Grout Emporium. Yeah. This place is pretty cool. I like what he did with the roof. It's made out of carpenter's blocks. Inside, though, he actually is selling grout, which you use to make smelteries, which is kind of a hassle to make. Oops, that's stone. Grout. So you need sand, clay, and gravel. Makes you grout. And so yeah, he's selling it. So I actually bought a stack of it off of him, so I'm going to be making my own smeltery. I think you need 68 to make the most basic smeltery possible. That's like the least amount that you can have and still have a functioning smeltery. So I just took a stack, and I'll probably make a few more. But yeah, that's kind of a cool little thing that he's doing. Also, this computer monitor is from Computer Craft, and he has it just running, so it wraps around like that. Over here, UND, who is also on the server, has his nice little power box connect to a solar panel array up there, which is providing current to this battery box, and you can donate some items to use the power right now, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so I'm sure he'll be doing more with that in the future, because I mean, those solar arrays they're not cheap, so yeah. This thing, in case you're wondering, is just an autonomous activator connected to a cotton plant. And so what this thing is doing is continuously right-clicking. So anytime cotton grows on this, it's going to get deposited into this little inventory right there. So yeah, it's been gathering stuff. It's a little slow, but that's because there's only one plant. So it's kind of cool. Maybe I intend to do something with that later. I'm not sure. We'll see. Also, another thing over here, we have some book stands ready for travel, if you will, using Mistcraft. So another thing is, here's the Twilight Forest portal, and this place is really cool. Definitely be checking it out pretty soon. I'm sure most of you guys have already seen it though, but if any of you are watching this for some reason and haven't seen it, it's a really cool place. It's kind of like a magical biome. Never really is nighttime or daytime, it's always twilight. It's really cool. There's a lot of mobs there and different things that you wouldn't find in the overworld, so definitely be checking that out. So yeah, let's talk about what happened. So as you can see, I have a home waypoint set about 577 blocks away. So what I did was just basically run away from spawn to find out where I wanted to put my base, and I was having a hard time, as usual, trying to find out where I wanted to set up shop. And turns out I actually have a spot in mind though, and I have it set up in this nether hub we have here. So this is going to take me directly to it. So in here we have a bunch of other people's bases, locations that are linked with these linking books, which I showed you in Season 1. If you want to see how those work, go over, check out, I think it was episode 5 or 6 maybe. Anyway, we'll head over to my base here. And here we are. This is my base. Yep, that's right. I chose a volcano in the middle of the ocean, which is pretty cool. I came up on it and I was like, wow, this is definitely my base. It's more of like a lair. I prefer to call it my lair. So in here, set up, I've basically just been carving this thing out, trying to put in floors for it. So we have that floor, and then upstairs, and I mean, you saw how tall this thing was, so there's going to be a lot of floors with different functions and purposes. So it's really cool. Basically, I have the book stand right here that connects back to the nether hub, and then the book in there is connected via this location right here where you saw spawn. Yeah, so right now I just have the basic setup, nothing fancy, because I wanted to make sure that you guys saw me early on, but not too early on, where it would have been boring to watch. So I have kind of a basic setup. You might notice that this bed is in the middle of the room. Well, that's because apparently if you put it up against a wall and you try to go to sleep, you'll get engulfed in lava. So that's the only thing that I have to worry about at this base, is the constant threat of lava attacking, if you will. So down here we're also going to be adding a basement. This is just a spiral staircase leading down to some mining that I was doing for diamonds. And this is a cool thing I like. I made this yesterday. It's just basically an underwater farm. So it's just encased in glass, and because there's water underneath it, the ground is all saturated. So I like that. I like that a lot. What I'm going to be doing with this, hopefully, is adding more pathways to other little hubs, kind of like this. So this will be like one hub, this room. I'll have a couple other ones that are all for different types of farming. So like maybe I'll have like a wheat and a carrot separately, just for when it gets large enough and when I actually go about creating that. Because this thing wasn't that difficult to make. The hardest part was probably misplacing some glass and breaking it underwater. It was just kind of a hassle, frustrating. But after that, I mean, it's not too bad. And then getting the water out kind of sucks, but I just filled the whole volume of the inside with dirt, and then so the water went away, and then I just shoveled all the dirt out of there. It's probably an easier way, but that's the way I did it, so yeah. So now if you guys give me 1 sec, I'll be right back, and we can talk about what we're going to be doing in this episode 2. So yeah, we'll be right back. What's up, guys? We're back. So I think I have an idea what we're going to be doing. Right now, I'm just cooking up some of this grout that I made. Actually, I ran out and got a few more. I think what we're going to be doing is starting off with our smeltery. So I figured I was going to put that up on the second floor here. Sound like a good idea? So what I need right now, because I died with it when I first started, is this book. So it's just a blank pattern and some paper. So you might notice it looks different out here because all I did was open up the back door here, and yeah, back here I have some raspberry bushes, which are a good source of food, and I've got a small but growing sugarcane farm. So yeah, gonna need to make some paper. So let's do that. Gonna need some planks. Actually, I have some. These are cool. These amaranth planks. They're this really nice purple color. I really like the way they look. So they may be used for building in the future. Who knows? Can make our blank pattern and a piece of paper. Voila. Okay. So I know this shows you how to make all of the different benches and whatnot. You guys have already seen me do this, so yep. Seared bricks, okay, we got that. Okay, here's what I need. So we're gonna need, let's see, the bottom is a 3x3, so 9. 6 on either, 6 on the back, 5 on one side, 4, because one of them is going to be, there's going to have to be the controller, then we're going to need the drain and whatnot. So see, how many do we got now? 42. Okay. Let's see. Probably gonna use not that many. You think I want to do this? Let's get the base down first. Okay, and that gives me my second book. Okay, why do I only see one? Oh, there we go, 9. That was weird. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let's go upstairs. And I'll put this right here, why not? Lay down the base. Okay, and then the next level would be 2 high on this side, I think. I think that's what it is. So now we're going to need to make the controller. Let's do that. Oh. Okay, cool. Should have enough. I am. Let's look in the second book that it gave us. Alright, there we go. Okay, so yeah, we're going to need the controller. Okay, a seared tank. Bricks. Any combination of 10 seared bricks. Seared tanks for drains, 1 faucet. Okay. Casting table. Okay, let's learn how to make all this stuff. So we have our controller. We have 9 seared bricks for the base. So let's see, how do we make our seared smeltery drain? Okay. Seared tank is some glass surrounded by that. Let's make that. Okay. You around like that. Seared tank. Just use these for now. Prop it up like so. I actually kind of like how that looks. Okay, so then we're gonna need some more seared bricks going around like that. And this music's loud. I don't know if it's just for you guys, but it is for me. What was that other thing we need? The drain. I don't remember how to make that. I think it was that just 6 going on either side, wasn't it? Yeah, 6 on either side. That's stuff we don't need. That's just if you're thinking about getting fancy. Oh, we are gonna need our seared faucet. Okay, not bad, not too bad. And then both of these we will need. Okay, so yeah, we got it cooking. It shouldn't be that bad. Down to our last 36, we'll be alright. Let's make our drain. There we go. And a couple more seared bricks, why not? Okay. Something like that. Sure. So I know when we get this correct, this will light up with a fire. Put those back like that. Yeah, it looks kind of cool actually. Purple, purplish, gray. I kind of like that actually. The other thing is I'm wondering how, how I need to place this faucet. I may be able to place it on the bottom. I'm going to have to do some tinkering. Haha, Yeah. Let's see. Okay, if I put that there. Let's make our faucet. Go. Then let's make our base, or table. Okay, we don't have enough for our basin yet. Not just yet. That should be enough for basin. Yeah, okay. And then the rest of that we'll use to make seared bricks. We should have enough. Well, we'll see. Otherwise, I can always whip up some more grout. I just need to get some more gravel, I think. So I would put you right there. Oh, actually, if I'm going to be having both of these, I might as well just put another drain on there. And another seared faucet. I think that's how that's going to work. I don't really know if I like that right there when I walk up the stairs. I might have it on the other side. Yeah. Put you there. You'll go there. Then we can have the basin next to it, I guess. Should work. And then we can have another drain there. I think is what I'll do. So I need to make another drain and another faucet. Probably gonna need more grout. Yeah, definitely gonna need more grout. What am I doing? You. Perfect. Let's hope this setup works, because I'm not too sure exactly what I'm doing. Maybe it has a diagram in there. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, I guess you don't even need to go 2 blocks high, so that's nice. Yeah, let's just get the rest of that seared brick then. We should be alright then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only need 6 more, I guess. Seems to me. It would appear that way. We only need 6 more seared bricks. Let's see, are we going to have enough? Ooh, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, so I'm going to go get some more gravel because that's what I need. That's the limiting reagent for you chemists out there. That's my limiting reagent is gravel. So I'm going to go get some more so we can make more grout and finish up our smeltery. And hopefully get some lava in here. I wish there was... I think all of the lava you see on my volcano comes from one spot at the top, which kind of sucks. I wish I could just like have unlimited lava flowing from this thing coming out of like the earth, but unfortunately this isn't how it works here in Minecraft. So I will be back with those seared bricks. And through the power of video editing, we have our last seared bricks, which should give us enough to finish our smeltery. Let's go see. Okay, let's check the front. Yep, we have liftoff. Yeah, cool. So everything's working now. All we need is lava, and then we can start pumping materials into this, smelt them down, make them into cool tools. I think what I want to do is make a really cool bow and arrow, because I like the versatility you have with a bow with Tinkers. There's all these different kinds of bows, and they're really, I think they're cool looking. Also the arrows. What is that? Oh, bow, bone, cool. They have a bunch of different arrows, ton of different arrows, and I think that could be a really useful weapon early on. So that's what I'm going to aim for. Let me see. I'm going to need the rest of those crafting tables that they have in Tinkers. So I'm going to need a tool station, part builder, yada yada yada, all that stuff. So I think right now that I'm finished with the smeltery, I'm going to make these part builders and go gather the materials that I think I'm going to need to make my bow. Let me check something really quick. I think I'm going to make my bow out of, I think it's going to be a cobalt bow or a manual, I'm not sure. What I'm going to do is go to the nether, see if I can find me some cobalt and ardite. And if I do, then I will be making a manual bow. If I can only find cobalt, well, then I'll be making a cobalt bow. Same thing for ardite. So, yeah. That's going to do it. So I'm going to go build these tables, gather materials, and I'll be back when I'm ready to make my bow. Be right back. What's going on, guys? We're back, and we have our materials that we're going to need to make our bow. Actually took a little trip to the nether and got me some, where is it? Must be in here. Some cobalt, which is what we're going to be making our bow out of. So let's go make it, shall we? So come up here. And, okay, so what I did was I made a little sample here, or a pattern for a tool rod, and the tool rod is what is needed to make the bow, actually. So if we go into our book, go over to the short bow here, it requires two tool rods and a bowstring. And one of the things you have the ability to do is make your bowstring out of flame string, which comes from some type of spider in the nether. I don't know, I was just there. Let me see what kind it was. Yeah, I guess it would be heat scar spider. They dropped this fire, so I think that might give it flame aspect right off the bat, which is kind of cool. So what I need to do though is there's some stuff left in here from the last time I was making those that cast with the tool rod cast in there. So there's still some molten aluminum and aluminum brass in there. So I think this is how it works. If I come over here and place an ingot into the casting table here and then turn this on, it should give me an ingot cast. Yeah, cool. Okay, and then I should be able to retrieve the rest of my materials from there, which I can reuse later. Cool. Next thing I should get is aluminum, and then it should be empty. Solid. Okay, let's just double check. And yes, we have an empty smeltery. So what I'm going to do is put this cobalt in there, cook that up. And this stuff takes a little bit to smelt, so I'll be back with you guys when it's finished. And I'll probably need to get some more lava. So yeah, I'll be back when we have some liquid cobalt. Alright, so our cobalt is almost done smelting here. Just give it 1 second. And, oh, he's taken off. Okay, there we go. So now we've got some molten cobalt in there. We've got 4 ingots total. So now we can use that to make our parts. So we'll come in here and get our cast pattern. And let's grab, well, we'll leave that for when we make that. So we'll take tool rod pattern, place that in there. Get one of those. Thank you. And one more. Okay, sweet. So now we have both of those, and we're ready to actually make it. But we do need one more thing, and that is a tool forge. That's because when you're using these metals, you can't use it on just a regular part builder tool station over here. You actually need the forge. So to make that, we're just going to need 4 blocks of iron, or I think it can be 4 blocks of a lot of different metals. A regular tool station and some seared bricks. As you can see, I already have that stuff ready. So if we can just throw that in a crafting table. Oh yeah, and by the way, these iron blocks I got from actually using a pulverizer, which I have set up. I did that off camera, just in case you guys are wondering. Did that, just have a little setup for that. So That was pretty convenient. Didn't have to go get some more iron. So that's good. We'll place down our tool forge. And okay, let's see. So we are trying to make a bow. So we're going to need those two, and which we have right here, and then we're going to need our bowstring. So our bowstring we can make over here, whoops, in here. And I think this one requires 3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so we can take our 3 flame strings, and we'll get a fiery bowstring. Cool. Now let's see what happens when we craft this thing up. Let's go to short bow, put in our bowstring and our 2, and there we go. Looks like we get yeah, I'm wondering if it already has fire aspect. Let's see. There we go, we made our first tinker's tool. So now what I want to do, I don't know if these things can fire regular arrows, but I'm about to find out. Otherwise, not a big deal, we'll have to make some of our own arrows. I guess they can, that's cool. Okay, so now let's see if there's fire aspect on them. No fire aspect. Well, that's alright. It is reinforced too, though. I don't know if that is from the fiery string or not, but that's cool. So yeah, now we've got our nice cobalt bow right here. It's going to do some really good damage, and definitely going to put some modifiers on this, and probably on the arrows too. I'm going to make the arrows off camera though, because it's basically the same process for making the bow, just with different materials. And yeah, we'll have a tricked out bow. So yeah, that's cool. Okay guys, so the next thing I think I want to do is make myself a liquid XP drum and an XP drain. And what that's going to allow me to do is store my XP. So you can see right now I'm level 32. It's a good way to store all of your XP in like a liquid form, and that's a good way. That way if you die you don't have to worry about losing your XP, and you can always access it whenever you want. So we're going to just set up a little system to be able to store that XP, but unfortunately for the drum I'm going to need to make some steel with some pressure plates and a cauldron. So I don't have that stuff ready at the moment. So what I'm going to do is gather all those resources off camera, and we can put this thing together and I can kind of explain how it works. So I'll be back when I'm ready. Okay guys, so I'm not quite sure what exactly happened just there with my video. I was trying to edit, or I was trying to record something, but it was getting all these black frames, so I made some tweaks, and hopefully it's recording better now. Basically what I did though was I made my XP drum right here with the XP drain on top. All you gotta do is stand on top of this thing, and your XP will go into the drum, which I have also connected via fluid ducts to these nice tanks from Open Blocks. So if we look down here, the only thing we have to do is provide a redstone signal for the fluid ducts to pull out the liquid XP. Now, actually we probably don't even need these tanks, just because this drum holds a lot. It holds 256,000 millibuckets, which equals 256 regular buckets. So that's a lot of XP. I was level 32, and it only took up this much. So yeah. Then what I have connected to that is what is called the XP bottler. Now what this does is exactly what it sounds like. Actually, it just takes XP that's in a tank, so like back here, and it can store it to make bottles of enchanting. So I'll show you just a really simple demonstration. Get some bottles. Okay, then we can come back over here. I have it set up too. It's configured so that it'll extract. See how this side is highlighted? You can actually, if you right click and move, you can adjust this interface. The left side is auto extracting. So if we put something in here, it'll be extracted into here. Then we also have auto eject to the right. So the finished product will go in here. And this is where you tell it where to get XP from. So I have it set to the back, which is where the tank is located. So if I put a bottle in here, or 2 or 3, so come in here, you'll see these fill up and they disappear just like that. So that's 3. Come in here and we have our bottles of enchanting. So that's a cool way, and then if you look, we can get our experience back. So now, before we were at 10,380, I think. Now we're at 10, 140. So if I have this experience come back on the drain, you will see, hang on, being kind of weird. There we go. It was kind of hard to walk on that drain. I'm not sure why. Anyway, yeah, now that I walk on it, my XP is gone, and we're back to 10,390. I guess I must have somehow gained 10 during the process. But yeah, that's basically it. So that's what I wanted to show you. Sorry I couldn't show you the crafting recipe for it, or me crafting it, but it's really not anything difficult to make. So that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to catch my next episode coming soon. This is Airplane 560 taking off. See you later.